Hi there, my name is Dr. Thanasios Soulis, and I'm the director of the MSc in Psychiatry. Thank you for your interest in this program. I'd like to take just a few minutes of your time talking to you about our program and what we have on offer. So the MSc Psychiatry is an online distance learning program, and it provides great flexibility for busy working professionals as well as for recent graduates. So specifically, the MSc in Psychiatry has a very flexible approach when it comes to not only learning, but also assessment. We're student-centered in our philosophy, and we also follow an evidence-based approach. Evidence medicine features heavily in all of our taught modules. The flexibility of our e-learning program is evidenced through the nature of the content, the way that it is designed within all of our taught modules, the manner in which students are assessed across all taught modules, and that includes the dissertation stage as well, where you are fully supported by two supervisors who are subject experts and have a great deal of experience in the area of psychiatry and mental health. In addition to that, our teaching content is interactive. So you don't just watch videos or attend tutorials. We have interactive sessions. We also have interactive e-learning, patient interviews. And in addition to that, specifically during your dissertation stage, what you will find is that you will also have further opportunities with regards to research and clinical aspects when it comes to the people you'll be meeting, not only your peers, but specifically also other members of the university who work in specific areas of psychiatric research and clinical psychiatry. So the program itself includes three separate routes. So firstly, there is a one-year full-time route. Our students enrolled on the one-year full-time route complete their taught modules within around 9 months, and then they have the remaining 3 months to work on their dissertations. Each of the taught modules runs for 5 weeks, and therefore students have 5 weeks to not only work through the content of that module, but in parallel work on their assessments as well for those respective modules. We also have a 3-year part-time route. During the 3-year part-time route, students complete 3 taught modules in year 1 and 3 taught modules in year 2, and then they have the full 12 months in the 3rd year to work on their dissertations. During the part-time route, the taught modules run for 10 weeks. Therefore, students have 10 weeks to work through the module content and to complete their assessments for those modules. When it comes to time commitment, our 1-year full-time route requires a commitment of around 25 to 30 hours a week. It is a full-time program. The 3-year part-time route requires around 10 to 16 hours per week. So it's probably a better option for those prospective students who are busy professionals and have full-time jobs. The 1-year full-time route would probably be rather challenging for a busy professional. However, for a recent graduate who may have more time, the 1-year full-time route is ideal. The third option is to also enroll on modules, the taught modules, on a standalone basis. So what that means is that you can complete our taught modules on a standalone basis. In other words, one module at a time. So you can complete a module and then, perhaps receive CPD credits for that module as well, and then return at a later stage if you're interested in taking on another module. And over time, if you've completed enough of our taught modules, you may be eligible for a certificate or a diploma in psychiatry. Now, what's also important to mention is that our curriculum and our core content and learning outcomes are aligned with the RC Psych curricula. And as such, the content that you'll be covering with us is aligned to the curriculum and the syllabus of the Royal College of Psychiatrists. As mentioned already, students are fully supported not only during the taught stage of the program, but also during the dissertation stage. So all students are assigned a personal tutor who provides pastoral advice, but they also have supervisors and module lecturers who are on hand for academic supports as well. And the program itself is open to anyone with a background in science or healthcare who's either working in mental health or has an interest in mental health more broadly. So we are interested in your applications and hearing why you would like to enroll for a place in the program. Now, the structure of the program itself, so as I've alluded to, consists of certain taught modules. Specifically, we have 6 taught modules that students are required to complete before they can enroll on the dissertation module itself. So the 6 taught modules are anxiety disorders and depression is the first module that students complete, followed by psychosis and bipolar disorder, behavioral disorders and dementia, organic disorders and intellectual disability psychiatry, forensic psychiatry and substance misuse, and then lastly, we also have child and adolescent disorders. So we start off with a kind of core psychiatric conditions and areas that are important to consider, and then we start looking, particularly in the latter modules, more at subspecialties as well as CAMs. So we do cover almost the entire breadth of psychiatry, and we provide a firm scientific and theoretical foundation in mental health sciences in general. Now, our assessments, as mentioned, you will have assessments to work through during your taught modules, and these tend to be 3 separate coursework assignments. The assignments differ. We have a variety of different assignments that assess different skills. So you will have clinical case reports where you're given clinical scenarios, and using the content you have been provided with for those modules, you'll be required to work through those clinical case reports. There are also group activities where you'll be assigned to a group, and remotely you will work with your group on a project, a presentation, or any other kind of task that you'll be assigned. There are also reflections, reflective writing, critical appraisal essays, synthesis essays, neuroanatomy tasks, research proposals, mock ethics applications, a variety of different types of assignments, which are not really just there to assess your understanding of the material, but also are designed to enable deeper learning and to assist you in how you engage with the actual material and learning content as well. And as previously mentioned, during the dissertation stage, you are assigned 2 supervisors. One supervisor specifically will be an expert in the area that you have chosen to base your dissertation on, and the other supervisor, the co-supervisor, will be someone who may not be a subject expert, but they will have vast experience in academia, in research, and will be able to assist you in terms of writing the dissertation itself. So what do our students have to say about the program? This is the feedback that we collected at the end of last academic year. This academic year, we're still waiting the final feedback. But as is evident on the slide, students overall, overwhelmingly, were in agreement that the modules are of a high standard, providing valuable learning experiences. Modules ran smoothly and were intellectually stimulating. They provided the opportunity to explore certain ideas in depth. Our students, thankfully, are happy with the teaching staff on each of our modules. They were happy with the assessments they were assigned and the marking and the feedback they received for those assessments. And more specifically, these are some of the comments that we received in our modular evaluations. And it was really heartwarming for us as the program team to read some of these. So the students are happy with the types of assessments in general that we've made available. Clinical case reports they found interesting and clinically stimulating, sharpening their clinical reasoning abilities. The group projects were a good way of meeting new people and interacting with their peers. Also, they found it intellectually stimulating. the research assessments, once again, stimulating with regards to enhancing research skills and abilities. Various tasks, such as the reflective writing as well, were appreciated for different reasons. The learning content, the video lectures, and the interactive questions that were built into them are particularly a favorite, alongside some of the patient interviews and various other types of learning materials that we have available. Modules tend to be well organized. My team and I tend to put a great deal of effort into preparing the modules and assisting students work their way through these during each academic year. And in addition, I believe that our assessment strategy, despite being very flexible, which is key, also enables students to consider the wider literature in a lot more depth. The program previously used to have exams, which we have over the last 2 or 3 years done away with. And we are now more in favor of assessments that doesn't just require rote learning, but in assessments that enable you to actually acquire key knowledge in a more fundamental way that will actually help you in your careers and in your professional lives as well. So that, in a nutshell, is the MSc in Psychiatry at Cardiff University. For more information on our program, we have a university page that you can visit. You can also contact admissions for more information, or you can contact me and my team. We're happy to provide additional information and to have a chat with any prospective applicants. But we honestly do believe that the MSc Psychiatry does have a lot to offer, and we are happy to hear from anyone interested in learning more about gaining a place in our program. So thank you, and hopefully see you soon.